Well, we're going to be getting actually we have an interview all set up and ready to go out on the field. So let's switch off to that and see how it goes.
All right, everybody. Hi, I'm MarioManz from TFTV. Here I have next to me is Witness Gaming, Witness himself. So tell me, Witness, so how's your whole organization just been brought up to this land?
Just in terms of like how we got here or how we got all the
Just
way up
like,
here?
how did it all begin? How did Witness Gaming become Witness
Sure.
Gaming?
Okay. Well, Witness Gaming started kind of as a joke. I had a group of friends in Mumble who were looking to I've been sponsoring teams for a long time. Like I sponsored like Black Swan back in ESCA for a long time. I sponsored Hell's Kitchen. It's like a really old Ford variant with like Fruit and Trip and Sandblast stuff. Froyo Black and Ascent were teams I worked with like way back in the day. And I just kind of been supporting teams on the side and sixes for a while, just to kind of give back and make sure teams play invite and kind of compete at that high level. And that's how I met a lot of the Black Swan guys. And whenever one season, my friend Donovan was looking for a sponsor for an RGL advanced team. I said, sure. You guys have a name? What about like Witness Gaming or something with like who he's bonded with? And I was like, well, sure, yeah, we'll do that. And that was kind of like the origins of it. And around that time, I kind of noticed like Ascent wasn't really around. So I kind of wanted to kind of lean into them, like an org starting off that would help teams either pay fees to play an invite, or just kind of eventually build into like a top 2 kind of contender like how Ascent was. And I kind of, over the course of 2 years, kind of started to build that. Like if you go back and look at like our like Wikipedia page, you'll see like Witness Gaming. Like the very first logo we had was like my face with like the Obama like hope poster or whatever. So I think we came a long way from that, just in terms of like growth as an org. I guess as a person too. It's kind of weird. I would say like Witness Gaming is 2 halves. It's like Witness and the gaming. You can't have one without the other. So really, I think that's just kind of like how we got there. I really wanted to kind of fill like that top 2 branding void, so people could like, it's always rooting for some variation of like 100 Beasts or Street Hoops or 20B. But now that it's kind of like consolidated into Witness Gaming, people can kind of like, cheer for 2 rival schools. And I think that's really good for like a competitive community. So now we're here, and I think it's really great, to see like the culmination of like, Benny and Reno and everyone else like on staff at TFTV all working really hard to like get this done. It's really fantastic.
Right. Well, thank you so much for that. So what's your overall mood and experience for this land? And are you really hoping for more lands to come in the future now that COVID's kind of settled down?
My mood for this land?
Yes.
So excited. Like Wednesday was, I flew with Jay. Me and Jay live pretty close together. He's like 10 minutes away from me, so we're pretty tight. No sleeping on Wednesday. Thinking about it all week. Just getting to see everyone was like super, super tight. In terms of like team expectations, I think it'd be cool to see everyone really come out and like, play at a level where you can see like your team. You've been spending like 2 to 3 hours a night scrimming with these guys, most days out of the year, and now he's like right there next to you, which is fantastic. But the mood now is just hype and like just pure excitement, man. It's really fantastic. At Future Lands, I hope Europe gets one soon. Like, I really hope Copenhagen kind of comes through. Like Insomnia, like I hope that one's gonna come through. Like, I think Land Down Unders might be happening down in Australia still. I'm not sure, but like even all those lands, like it's just so nice getting to see everyone like having been able to see for like X amount of years. Like it's been like 2 or 3 years. Like my last land was like Rewind 2, like almost 4 years ago. I was 17 now, like, and I'm looking at like Marmalou, who's like younger than I was, like, cause he was on Ascent, and I was sponsoring him for that. I paid for his flight. And just seeing him now, like grown up, it's crazy for sure.
Wow. Wow. That's fantastic. And then one final question before I let you go.
Sure.
What conditioner do you use?
Conditioner do I use?
Yes, your hair is so majestic.
It's just some like Dove like things, like CVS Dove stuff. Like my hair has always been like pretty soft, you know. Like I do keep it long. She got it cut for LAN, but my hair's always kind of been like soft and like well conditioned. All that too is like I work at a pool. It's like a fitness center during the day for my day job. So like a lot of that chlorine like makes my hair pretty strong. So like it's just mixed like chlorine and a good Dove conditioner for the most part.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Witness. Really appreciate the interview. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. As for us, tune in more action at the LAN of the Fullerton. Coming up next, I believe we do have the Froyo versus G6, right?
It's Froyo G6, and then I think we're playing Allen Gaming.
All right.
Which I know all those guys like Hunter and Cheris, like those were the guys that actually got me to push me to be like win this gaming. So they're all really good friends of mine. So I'll be happy to watch that match.
Right. Well, thank you so much, of course, again. Yes. Thank you. Back to you, Mitch. The studio.